Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm PC Outcast, and this is more of my Witchhunter Requiem playthrough. So, after reading up on the stones, it seems that they come in a few groups, so this is kind of interesting. So if you go with the Thief Stone, for example, you can then only use a few other stones in the Thief group, so you can switch between any that are in that group. The mage, same thing. Warrior, same thing. And then the snake, which I guess is a replacement of the serpent stone, is by itself. So after looking at the perks of the different stones, both these three and the ones that they're grouped to, I think I'm most comfortable going with the mage. The thief is actually probably, believe it or not, the least useful. It's interesting because the perks that they gave in Requiem is very similar to what you get from the birth signs in Morrowind and Oblivion. And yeah, so the mage, basically the mage just gives you that 100 points of magicka. The Atronet gives you 350 and 50% spell absorb and stunts your magicka 100%. So it's impossible to regenerate magicka. So that's interesting. That's very much like the Atronax stone in the older games as well. The warrior stone isn't too bad. It increases some of your attacks, and also the lord stone falls under that, which has plus 100 damage resistance and plus 15 magic resistance. So that's tempting. Very tempting, but because skill does not decrease the cost of magic, and I basically need to drink potions to reduce the cost of magic, or I don't know if enchantments reduce magic cost in this, or if they increase damage. Not sure. But anyway, I think I'm going to go with the mage. That is going to give me a nice big boost in magicka. So it's going to be easier to summon creatures. There we go, extra 100 points. Summoning is going to be a lot easier. I can maybe summon the bound bow now. The bound bow when I get the spell tome for that. Destruction, I'll be able to use more destruction. And illusion if I go down that route as well. Also, as you can see from my skills there, that I'm getting very close to level 2 or level 3. Yeah. None of these are about to level up, unfortunately. And I noticed that we are actually almost out of arrows after the last few fights, so I'm going to head back to town and replenish some of my stock. So far we're not doing too badly against run-of-the-mill bandits. So that's one place where we can level up. Mage summons are going to be a problem, I think, still. We don't really have anything to specifically combat summoned creatures. Nice to get a bound bow. But I'm probably gonna need a lot more magic for that too. Yes, let's switch into our regular clothes. So we just look like, a hunter. Gone out to hunt some bandits. Might have some stuff I can sell you. If not, I need to buy. If I sell this book should allow a skilled blacksmith to learn the techniques of creating scale armor. Well, I'm not a blacksmith, so I might as well just sell that. And that almost leveled me up. Okay, let's see. You've got Silver Bolt. You don't have any silver arrows. You have a silver sword. Silver battle staff. Oh, that looks cool. Damn. Yeah. I mean, only 2. It's not really going to help me very much, is it? And it's expensive. Okay, what do I have? 10. Okay, I'll buy like 40. It's eating up a lot of my coin, but I need some way to kill people.
The Riverwood trader is everything.
Oops.
Yeah, an ornament. Solid. You could. I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should.
Yeah.
The sooner you find
Killing
the
those
claw,
things is going to be...
trinkets,
Getting
odds
through
and
Bleak
ends,
Falls Barrow
that
is going
sort
to
of
be a
thing.
big problem for me at this level. What can I get? Oh, I can sell that to you. And actually, I'll sell that. Don't get a lot of money for these things, but that's okay. Oh, leveled speech and gained another level. Nice. And no, I'm gonna use those things. Seems good.
Till next time.
So this is your plan?
See if we can make anything yet. Let me eat that. Flame Bane. Salt. Arcane Disruption. Okay. Ow.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm
Okay.
beds.
See, okay, we can make more magicka. That's good. Poison resistance.
You
Nah.
are going to brew a new batch of ale, right? Like we talked about?
I'm gonna keep that. I can't remember what I was gonna use that to craft.
Yep.
Crap.
And
I'll have to
you'll take care of it?
Don't I
do
always?
something about. I'll have to do some research again.
I don't suppose I could convince
Oh,
you
spiritedness. Good.
to take care of it now, could I?
No.
Well,
No.
something to be said for
And
honesty, I suppose.
frenzy. Creatures and people up to level 10 attack anything nearby for 20 seconds. Nice. That is quite nice, actually. Craft a few of those. Thank you very much. Spell Flux regenerates magicka 25% faster. Sweet. Oop, resist. Well, that's fine, I guess. I'll make another one of those, though. Spiritedness. Ably deceiving. This should also have, damage health. I believe. Yeah. Does that do anything? No. Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of those. No, that does nothing. That? Nope. Alright. Oh, should I make another spiritedness? I do want to keep them more on Tapanella. So I'd like to make some more poisons. But... Frenzy. Oh, I already have a frenzy. That also drains magicka. That's interesting. And it's more powerful, too. Works up to level 15, attack anything nearby for 20 seconds, and drains the target's magicka by 25% or 25 points. That's pretty sweet. Launch that at a mage, and they will not be in a very good way. Still got this thing which reduces maximum and current magicka by 1. Now, is it reduces it by 10 points and then lasts for 10 seconds, or it actually drains it by 10 points over 10 seconds, so it's 100 points altogether? I think it's probably the latter. Need that. I've been using those quite a bit. Don't need that. I'll sell it. Wow. I say that I don't need it. I'll keep that too. I probably can't sell it to you. Well, I'll try.
We got rooms and food. Let's sate that appetite,
No, I can't. Okay. Fair enough.
All right then.
Oh, right. Let's level up. Okay. I guess health. Well, I mean, magicka is now doing pretty good because of the mage stone. Yeah. Health, I guess. It's only 5 points. And we got a perk, so we could spend it in alchemical lore, level 2. Next rank, through obscure knowledge, you can now enhance your mixtures and craft alchemistic powders at a smelter. Besides, your sensory organs have become very keen, thus you determine all the alchemical properties of consumed ingredients. Nice. Very, very nice. That is tempting. I could also get a few basic destruction spells rolling. And of course, sneak. Because apparently right now, with no points in this, I'm actually taking a huge hit to like big penalties to stealth. So if somebody detects me in stealth, I'm like a sitting duck. I mean, so far it hasn't been a problem because I basically stand up and start fighting head to head. Right, so maybe I'll save that for now. Oh, I'm tempted though. Alchemy or destruction? Oh boy. Well, you know what? I just finished crafting some stuff. I need to collect more ingredients before I can do that. So maybe I can wait until level 4. And I will spend this point in destruction. Alright, so we want... Your own research has yielded new arcane formulae. Choose up to 2 you wish to study. So, fire sparks. Ice, wind, lightning sparks. I mean, it makes sense to do fire for the undead and lightning for mages, right? Because it drains their magicka. I mean, from a purely roleplay perspective, that makes sense. Ice also, from a practical standpoint, ice would be good for protecting us against strong melee characters like bandit chiefs or whatever with two-handed weapons. Then again, we do have summons for that as well. Well, we're definitely going to do fire. Do we go pure? Do we go pure roleplay and just focus on being a mage killer? Or do we make some survivability? Because this mod is a lot more difficult than the base game. Okay, I'm gonna risk it. We're gonna go mage killer. Okay. What did that add? We've got fire. the caster evokes a gout of fire that burns everyone inside for 21 points per second. When the spell is released, the flames slowly dim. Targets already on fire take extra damage. Casting multiple fire sparks at the same target will not increase the applied damage. Okay, so it doesn't stack. Costs a fair bit of magicka too, 18 points per second, but does 21 points of damage per second, so that's pretty decent. Lightning. Caster causes lightning arcs to spring forth that shocks everyone inside for 21 points, draining both health and magicka. When the spell is released, the currents slowly ebb away. Casting multiple lightning sparks at the same target do not increase applied damage. Okay. So let's see. Probably gonna go with that. Reassign my things a little bit. Okay. So let's actually head up and deal with the bandits up there. It's only 2 of them. We'll gain a little bit of experience. So far, this mod is not so brutal as to be, frustrating. But of course, we only have been dealing with relatively weak characters so far, except for those undead, which were a problem to say the least. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to head back and try our luck with those undead again. Or we could go to Bleak Falls. We should be able to deal with the bandits on the first few, the first few rooms. And then we can try things out on the Draugr. Might be an option. Yeah, you guys aware of me? Alright. If I sneak... you look fairly tough. You're good. Is there just one? Oh, I see you. Alright, let's try... a little bit of poison damage, maybe? Oh! Oops. Okay, you're gonna have to go down, my friend. I'm sorry. Did my dog take care of the other girl? Uh-oh. Okay, you're down. And you took care of her. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Easy. Did we get everybody? Another healing poultice. Like I don't have enough of those. I don't need any of that stuff. Oh, why can't I get up here? I'm stuck. Apples. How much do they weigh? Not much. 5 points. Not really worth it. Carrots. 5 points. A report. Your Grace, as you requested, I've compiled a list of the various people around Skyrim who are skilled not only in their arts, but in passing it on to others. Your initial remit was to seek out those who might teach our own legionnaires, and trust you'll find those names useful. Since our other business took me into Stormcloak territory anyway, I decided to include certain names from the cities sympathetic to Stormcloaks. These teachers are accessible, so if it emerges that Ulfric's men are significantly benefiting from their training, we should probably consider extending my mission. The obvious answers to your questions are, of course, that the College of Winterhold holds tutors for the highest levels of each school of spell crafting, that the Companions in Whiterun are the best instructors in the martial arts, and that the Thieves' Guild in Riften is the best place to learn the skills for their trade. The Bard's College holds the greatest storyteller. Orland Greymane's name and that of his Skyforge are known even in Cyrodiil. Even so, there are a few small changes to our notes that need to be made. One of the Stormcloaks I befriended confirmed that we knew about some of the Companions, but interestingly outlined their limitations as well. When I asked which of the Companions had taught him sword and shield work, he confessed that though he started with Amrin of Whiterun rather than with the Companions themselves, his skill had surpassed even those warriors. For his own exceptional skill in sword and shield, he pointed instead towards the orcs' strongholds of Dashnakjol, I can't remember how to pronounce that, and Mor Kazgor, respectively. He claims to have begun learning how to move in his heavy armor in Dashnakjol too. I was also able to uncover the names of those who had taught his companions, or his comrades. Tabbjorn Shattershield in Windhelm has trained a number of the Stormcloaks in Greatsword and Battle Axe, and I am also led to understand that the Smith of Markarth and Riften have some skill in their art, though nothing to challenge Yorland. The Stormcloak also told me that he learned his archery from an elf in Riverwood and indicated that the companion Aela was not as skilled as everyone believed. He mentioned a name, Angie. Unfortunately, at that point in our journey, we were ambushed by Imperials, and I was forced to reveal your seal and my disguise. Our own men are, of course, my main source of information, and discussions with our battle mages have revealed a few surprises. As you know, I began my own study of destruction under Ulfric Stormcloak's court mage, Unferth, before the Great War, then graduated to the tuition of Sybil Stentor of Solitude. The battle mages confirmed that Ferelda remains the most accomplished destruction master, but one of them suggested that the restoration magic of Danica Purespring in Whiterun outclasses anything the college can produce. Runil of Falkreath is apparently a patient and kind tutor in conjuration, though he obviously knows more than he's willing to share. I obtained the name of Dravanya Stoneweaver for alteration. Unfortunately, she moved to Kynesgrove for reasons of her own, so we won't be able to access her. I think the biggest surprise regarding the Conjuration School was finding out that Thalion is still alive and living in Morthal. He was the tutor of Phineas Gastor, who's now taken the position of master in that school at the college. I don't think, given Thalion's powers, that the student could have outstripped the teacher, though. As a reminder, and for completeness, my own small powers of illusion came from Atab of Largashpur. I still have fond gratitude for the Khajiit Dromarash, for Revian Sidri in Windhelm, and for Ogmund, who now works in Markarth. My goodness, how long is this? Oh boy. Okay, I won't force you guys to sit through the rest of that. An elven bow. How does that compare to what I've got? Actually does slightly less damage than my well-made hunting bow. And it's also still a light bow, which is not what I need. Warrior! Don't think I actually learned anything from that. Another healing poultice. It's just endless, really. Wow, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe this is a good spot to stop. And, of course, I've been running around in my damn city clothes. Town clothes. What a problem. Okay, so, I think in the next episode we'll maybe consider Bleak Falls as a possible target. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.